Hello, hello. How is everybody? Let's see if I can find you. There we are. Oh, I was like, that's right. That's on mute. Good Lord. I got the iPad in here so I can have two ways to look at you guys today. Let's see. Dun dun dun. Hold on. I'm doing this standing. I've never done this standing. I'm always sitting. All right. Goodbye, you. Come back, you. Find me here. And I did turn off all my volume. Oh, who was that? Jeez. I did turn off all my volumes today. I almost forgot that I had it up on here. And I was like, oh, Lord. All right. There I am. Poof. Yay. So if you're here, say hi so I know you're here. Oh, I hate it with these comment things. Ugh. Oh my gosh, Carolynne. Say hi. I see some people watching. See, I can get the comments to come up. There we go. Okay. So hopefully that'll work. All right. How did everybody have a nice Memorial Day weekend? I didn't go anywhere. We stayed here, which is all good, you know, with everything that's going on. Not a lot of money to go traveling, but it was nice because my husband was actually home for 3 days in a row. Hello. But anyway, welcome to NonnasNuttykrafts, and I'm Carolynne, by the way. And is this working? Okay. So today we're going to do something fall. Why not? And I figured these were bows that I had made. A couple of weeks ago I had done a live sitting on my friend's bed. And I made some bows, and this was one of them. I don't have it attached, but I just have it up here because you guys got to help me decide which sign we're going to put on here tonight. Are we seeing anything? I know everybody's in other groups, but I decided to go on a little bit later tonight. Usually I go on earlier, but we'll see. So I have some signs. One of them was going to be this. These are all from Hobby Lobby. I bought these last year, so I don't know if they're going to have them out this year. This isn't attached or anything. And this type of wreath is like a grapevine or twigs, I'll use the word, and they wired it all around. I don't know if you guys can see that. See how close I can get for you guys. So that's what this is. So it's not all those thick branches, you know, that sometimes have the little pricklies on them. And I just put this on just like this for now. We're going to kind of do it so that the bow kind of hangs in here. But we got to decide what sign we want to use. So this was one sign. I was thinking of gobble till you wobble because it has all the colors that I had done the bow in. And this was one. It says welcome friends, or the white one. So I had decided I think the white one stands out the best. Hey Barb, how are you? Am I missing? Oops, God, I hit the screen and everything goes wacko. I thought this was cute because the colors really pop on here. Hey, lady. But then the dark of the wood on here didn't quite pop as much for me. So that's why I was thinking, And I don't know, I'm just not ready for turkey. And I think I'm going to do a really small little wreath like this for like, you know, somebody wants to just put it in the window or something like that. So I think this one might be the best because I think it brings this, not to say this is white, but I really like how these colors pop with this one. So this is going to be our sign today. Thank you. Hey, Sally. Thank you. Yes. Bless my page, ladies. Please bless my page. So what I want to do now, like I said, I had made a bunch of fall bows a couple of weeks ago, and this was one of them. I think I did 3 like this, you know, 3 in fall. And I said then, I said you can use it for whatever, maybe a wreath. You want to put it on a, you know, a banister or whatever. So this was one that I chose that I thought we would use tonight out of my bunch because the other 2 were really big and the other one was really tiny. So this is the one we're going to use. I know it's a tiny little wreath. It's only about 16 inches. I think it was 16 inches. So when it's all done, it would probably be like maybe 17 to 18 inches when it's all done. Hey Patricia, how are you? So we're not going to take this and wrap this around like this. We're going to thread it through. Now this is a little bit easier to thread through than some of the grapevine. I'm doing fine. Hey Janet, because it's just easier. The grapevine, you get those thick little branches in there, and this has the little ones. So we're going to see how easy. I say that. So, you know, you kind of find your wreath, you know, what's the wonky side of it. And to me, this looks a little wonky right here. So that's what I'm going to use for the bow. And we're going to see if I can just thread it through, if it will let me. If not, ooh, what was that? And you can choose which side do you think should be the top, which should be the bottom. To me, sometimes I'll look at it this way or this way to see which is more flatter. And this one, it doesn't really matter. So let's go back to my wonky side. Where was my wonky side now? I flipped it around so many times. Here's my wonky side. So you can take your pliers, and if it makes it easier, and you can stick it through and pull your stem through that way. Some people use straws. Everybody has their own way of doing. So you find what works best for you. And make sure you get a good bunch in there, because you don't want it to be a little bunch and then have the bow, you know, rip off or anything. Hey Norma, hey Fonda, hey Janet, hey Teresa. Oops, I missed some comments, didn't I? My bad. Got 'em. So on this one here, we're not going to have it so that the tails are out here. We want the tails to flow more inward, so to speak. But, ooh, not that inward. You know what I'm saying? A little bit on an angle. So let's go ahead, and I think we're going to tie it there. I can always readjust it if we don't like it. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Heather. Yes, please. Like my page. Use those little emojis down there. What do you want? You know what? We're going to freak Facebook out. You know those little thumb emojis? Have at it, you guys. Just have at all those. We're just going to have fun, because nothing really comes into play till July, but let's just have fun with them. All right, so I'm just going to leave that for right now in case I want to change my bow. Now for here, what I'm going to use when I finish it all, I usually do this at the end. You could do it at the beginning, and you can put it on. This is jute wire. There's wire inside it, so it's really stiff. And anything like any of the grapevine wreaths, this is something I like to use. And now that I think about it, I need more. Hey Tammy. So this is our little bow. All right. So once you get it all figured out where you want it. Now, you can't see on my table because I moved you guys in close so we could do this standing up so you could see it as I go rather than laying down. But I'm going to show you some of the flowers that I have. Let me move these two sides out of the way for now because we're not going to use those. I have, of course, these are the, when I got that wreath stamp from Scott, I got, you know, the buckets. So these are some of the flowers. I have a little yellow orange in here. Oh, and I have some ones that have some gourds on there I could use. And I just pulled out a bunch of like fall colors. I have the sunflowers in here. This is kind of cool, just something green like. I have some green on the leaves. And then I thought for, oops, God. This I thought was really cool. Hey Kay, how are you? Hey Barbara. Did I say hey Tammy? I know. Now, the big sunflower ones, I got those at Walmart, believe it or not. I never really shopped at flowers from Walmart, and I don't know where I was. I think I was visiting my daughter at hers. And I went in and I was like, ooh, these are actually pretty nice. And I like the inside of them. And then these are some smaller ones of sorts. But this, now, Michael's had it, I think I posted it maybe. Michael's was having a sale, you know, Memorial Day sale. Who isn't having a sale? All right. And I picked up, you know, a bunch of flowers and stuff. But this I got at Hobby Lobby. They were having a sale, oh, maybe a couple of months ago or so, and of clearance stuff. And it was only one thick branch like this. It was originally $12.99, on sale for $4.99. Bargain. So if you could see in the leaves, it has like the fall colors in there, which I thought would be pretty nice. Do you guys, am I really dark? Because I look really light on here, but on my computer, oh, you know why? Because I have my computer tilted up so I could see the comments. I'm so silly. Hey, Peggy. So I thought this would be pretty to put as the base, you know, in here with the flowers. Let me just move this here. Yeah, I hope it's a good idea. I hope it's a good idea. Oh, I got to show you some things that I'm going to be making. I'll be doing them on live because these are custom orders. I did the 4th of July milk can, like little ones, 4th of July or Martin, you know, whenever you want to use them. And a guest, because I like to say guest, saw one. Ooh, it echoes if you, sorry. Yeah, I was like, I needed a cool breeze tonight, okay? And I was just like, hey, Gwen, I was like, I got to do something different. You know, summer, you know, we've done a lot of summer, and it was so hot out today. I said, you know, we need a cool breeze, so bring in some fall today. But anyway, so she wanted a milk can, a white milk can, and I couldn't find one. I found two, this one and another one, and she liked this one better. So I'm going to be doing fall, you know, it's not really fall, it's like burgundies, you know, the hood and green colors, because that's the color of, you know, her palette in her house all the time. So this is going to be with that I'll be doing with you guys. And then my other custom order, which I'm really, really excited about. Can you see Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse. Hey, oh, Deborah, you saw your milk can? This is your milk can. Dun, dun, dun. So we'll be doing this on a live. Oh, did you buy that push, Peggy? So another one is that I'm going to be doing, this is for a customer. She wants Mickey Mouse. She works for Mickey Mouse as a realtor vacation person. So if you need somebody hook up, let me know. I'll give you her name. Yay, Debbie, I'm glad. Deborah, not Debbie, sorry. And she wanted the colors, which are Mickey and Minnie, which are black, white, red, and yellow. And I went, oh, but she wanted sunflowers as the yellow. That's why I got a bunch of those sunflowers. And I have a bigger wreath, needless to say, for hers. So I was like, well, do you want a sign? She goes, yeah. And I went, okay. So I actually made this. And this is a 10-inch square. And these are, I think they were like 6.5 inches. And these are like several circles like glued together and same in here to give me the thickness. So I was like, well, Mickey ears are black. I have to do them all in black, Mickey and Minnie's ears. But then she wanted their last initial on it. Ta-da! So this is a cricket, you know, from Cricket, but it's the letter H. It's Disney's letter H. She doesn't know I've done this. I just did it today. So that's going to be kind of cool. I got to spray it and all, and I have the sunflowers and the wreath and all picked out to do hers. So I'll be doing those with you guys. Don't want that to fall. All right. Hey, Catherine. Just talking about your Cricket H. So let's get going with this baby tonight. Now we can set it up however we want to set it in here. So let's just start. I think we'll start with the greenery on this one. And I had these, I don't know, my mind was crazy with flowers. These are, I don't know what they call them. It kind of looks like a rose, but it's not really a rose. I don't know. And like I said, I got this whole bunch. And this again, like, you know, Hobby Lobby had some riffraff stuff, and you just grab it and you hope you can use it. I think this was one of them too. And like I said, it had some gourds in it. So that has some like the brown, you know, off of there. We can use some of these. I have a whole bunch. We have a whole bunch, ladies. So we're going to have Flower Mania. Oh, cabbage. You're right. I guess if I peel that back, it kind of is like a cabbage. You're right, Janet. Good job. Rancula. Oh, gosh. You know, y'all, I know sunflowers and I know daisies. Mums. And what do you call them? Hydrangeas, geraniums, forsythias. But after that, don't ask. So I got a lot of orange flowers. So we'll go there. But let's go ahead and we'll start with the greenery. Now I have one really long piece, but I can cut it down. I want to see what I got here because this is all in one thing. So maybe not use that really long piece, just to kind of take it out of the mix and use some of these shorter ones. All right, I got my handy dandy stem cutter down here. Let me cut some of these babies off and we'll get them in here and see how it goes. Now, I know you're going to be seeing the back of me, and I moved this in. I got you guys, I don't know, maybe about 5 feet apart. So if it's too close or something, let me know. I can always move it out if you want to see more of what's on the table, but glue pots aren't that interesting to look at. All right, so we got 2. See, you know what? I'm just going to cut this whole big thing. It's just easier for me than trying to separate all these out. Save these, because you never know when you're going to want them or need them. So these are all like little ones here. And I have 2 semi. I say semi. So let's start. I'm going to pick my bow up, pick up the skirt. And we're going to bring it around, kind of like a seat. Now you can do it where it hangs down like this. Now I don't know if that's going to stay. Hold on. Let me stick it under a wire here just to give you an idea. You can make this, you don't have to stay conformed. All right, I'm just sticking that there to the circle. You can bring it out more if you want to do that. I kind of want to stay close to the circle. I mean, that's just a me thing. So let's go for it, ladies. I think I want to switch these. This one has bigger leaves, and I don't want to put it up top. I may have to use this one. So I think what we'll do is we'll put it down here. The nice thing about it, it is wired, and go like that. I do have my happy fingers with me today. Yay for happy fingers. Let me cut this little knobby thing off. Oh, good God. I thought that would be easy to cut. Not. Whoop. All right. Let's go. And again, this type of base is like kind of really easy to kind of stick things in. And then see how I can bend it out. Now I don't mind it to be totally on. It can be a little hanging off. That's no big deal. No big deal. Let's see, I may want to use these up top. I think I will. I think I will. Use this one. It's like you gotta pick and choose. Why do they make us pick and choose? So today was so nice that, oops, I should have bent this way a little bit. We had the little pool out for the little munchkin to play in. Of course, she's going, come on in, Nonna, with me. And I'm like, okay, me in a bathing suit? That's not a pretty sight. So let's turn these around. Flop them down. And see, this one's a little bit more spacey here, so we're going to fill it in. So I'm not worried about that. I like taking it off, though. So let's see. Let me change this up. Pull it out before it dries. Where are you? Because that was a little bit too long, that stem. Always adapt, always adapt. Oh, did they really? Girl, I gotta stay out of the stores. I'm banning myself from shopping. Really? You know, like, who bans me from shopping, really? Not happening. I'm kind of trying to save my money for the Wreath Maker, Wreath Makers Live. So, although my son and my son's girlfriend, they gave me a gift card to Michael's. So I'm excited to use that, and I thought, well, I'll wait to maybe 4th of July stuff, if they're going to put it on sale, or see what's coming out. Maybe, you know, I can use it whenever, so I haven't decided when I want to use it or what I want to use it on yet. But, alright, so that's a base, a little bit of a base. So let's decide on some flowers. I really like these, as, what do you call them, cabbage flowers? I think those are kind of cool. I have some off-white. They have a little bit of yellow in them, but I thought those would be pretty too. And see, our sign's going to go like right over here because I'm messing up the bow like shenanigans. I think that would look kind of cool. Do you think? Do you think? I know it's horrible not to go shopping. Let's decide. Do I want to put orange up here? Or do I want to put, oops, like these guys? I think orange. I want to use these guys. These guys. Ooh, good Lord. It just kind of shot all over the place. And again, most of my flowers come from, most of them are from some of these do come from Hobby Lobby. Those are really the two places I kind of buy from. Every now and then I'll find something maybe at the Dollar Tree store. But I was just in there the other day in the $1 Tree store. Like, I have like a zillion of them close by. And they actually remodeled the whole inside. And I stood there at the door going, whoa. You know, like, wait a minute. I don't know where anything is. And I literally had to ask the lady today. I was like, where is this? Where's that? You know, so she wasn't even sure where things were. So we couldn't find a couple of things. She goes, I know we have it. I said, it's okay. We'll live. Oh, good, Deb. Barb. I know, Sally. Don't we try to stay? Keep your ears and eyes open. Hope to have a... You're going to have a basement? Is it going to take as long as my one bathroom's taking? You better find a good contractor, Sally. That would be cool. Having a whole basement. See, if I took my basement downstairs, I can make this the man cave up here since we don't use the living room. And then I can really spread out. And I have like more. It would be about as big as this is, but, you know, I got to keep the couch and all in here. I like get rid of the couch in the basement in a heartbeat. All right, let's move that over there because it doesn't faze me anymore to have that couch. Start digging. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, that's right, Barb. You took your basement over. Let's see if I want to put it like that. I think so. And I'm bending these a little bit just so I can see how they're going to look facing out. Because you don't want everything laying flat, needless to say. Whoops, there's a big blue string on me. I hate that. Hate that, hate that. So, here's the update on the bathroom, y'all. They finished one wall. I did post a picture in there. Not one wall. They finished one of the side walls today, which was nice. It's not grouted or anything, but at least it's up. He worked hard. I mean, I felt bad for him in a way, because he has his two little helper guys that help him, and they're really there kind of like to, you know, cut the stuff maybe, or hand him stuff, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know what that was. That's weird. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Aren't they cute? I thought they were cute. I didn't know they were called Cabbage Patch Roses. But now I know. I didn't think to look inside. Well, this one looks like a rose. Yeah, one of these had a thing in it. Maybe I was looking at something else. Who knows where it is? Whatever. So they got the one wall up, and this is the subcontractor that's doing this work. And because I was not too happy when, you know, he says to me, you know, I'm thinking they're going to be here early, and then I get a message from him saying they're going to be here at 10, and then they're on their way, and they literally didn't come somewhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. And they worked to almost, I guess it was almost 6 on it, which was fine with me, because I went in and I said, you guys need anything? Because I had given them water and stuff, you know. But, hey, Janice, how are you? Thanks, Melissa. That is why, that is what my mom... Oh, see, I didn't know. I never had them. I've seen the Cabbage Patch flowers, you know, like the green ones. They have a little bit of purple in them and stuff. But I didn't know they had orange ones. And see what I'm using? I'm taking the leaves and I'm putting the leaves around them. So if the leaf is like sticking out or something, you want to push it back a little bit, you can use your flower to do that. So again, I'm not a pro. Got a piece of glue. There we go. Oh, more glue strings. I think it looks cute, those little boogers in there. Okay. We got to put some sunflowers in here because this has sunflowers in it. So I do have to put some of them in there. And I think these big ones are going to be too big. I think what I'm going to do is put some mini ones in there. Just because, I don't know, they're about the same size as what's on the black. So I'll use some mini ones in there. I think that would look kind of cute. I think the big ones are too big. And I'm not putting daisies in here, that's for sure. Ooh, these things when you shoot, they shoot like across the room sometimes somewhere. Okay, and I got more orange ones. I want to put some of these guys in there. What fell? Oh, a stem with no flowers. Oh. I must have used the flowers on something else. Who knows? So what I'm doing, I am pushing the leaves up because it makes it more fuller if it's up there than, you know, having your leaf. Oh, it's two different colorways. I just noticed that. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a more fuller effect up here than having them all the way down. So if I get quiet, that's because I'm concentrating. I wish I could push this one up. Can I? Oh, I know why, because that little booger's there. There we go. I was like, why can't I push them up higher? Good, because I want to cut this a little shorter. Ooh, almost sliced my finger. Oh, I think that's going to look cute. Hey, if you guys see some or say, hey, yell out a flower color or something, and I'm more than happy to, I got a whole bunch of things over there. It's hard. I need a hole in the back here. I think I'm going to put a hole in the back so I can grab it from behind. Oh, those are cute. Just make sure, you know, when you're doing this, you don't want your things to go through the other side. Because that won't be fun. All right. I do like the green. I wasn't really sure how the orange was going to go. I know the colors could mingle together, but I really wasn't sure with the little sunflowers. But I like it with the sunflower. I'm impressed with myself. My husband walks out here and going in and out, and he's probably walking by like, what's she talking about? I do need to put a hole in this. I guess that could be my project tomorrow. After Munchkin leaves. Yep, we have Munchkin again tomorrow. I don't even know if I told my husband that. 3 little ones here. Put some more here. I thought I had some already cut out. Guess not. Guess not. Oh, see, this is a full bush, so that tells me I must have used the other ones on the other bush. This is what I want. This one here. Here we go. Oh, good. Yeah, I think they look cute in there. I'm not used to standing doing this, you know, because I sit down and I stand over it. So this is still kind of new for me to do it, you know, standing up. And I hate to have my back to you guys. Is another thing. Just because that's just a me thing. Oops. Let me move. Oh. How did you wind up on the floor? Look, I gotta do this because I gotta see. So I know where like holes are. And the tails on these we can cut. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to work those later. See, I know I can see where holes are and where things need to be. That's why I gotta take it off every now and then. To see from a different angle. Oh, good Lord, why don't you want to go up? Oh, come on. Hey, Krista, how are you? Hey, if you guys haven't been with me before, type the word alert down below, and Rosie, my robot, will respond to you in your personal message section. There we go. And type the word alert back in there as well. And then, every time we go live, you will get a message from me. Also, anyone on the page, tap, and you'll get that those 3 little dots will pop up. And hit the notification button on there as well. Oops, I don't want to get the hook in there. Excuse the back of my head, you all. See, now because I have that, I have to make sure I put something there. I do want to use these. Where are they? These guys I thought would look pretty in here. What do you guys think? Do you guys like those? I'll call them like, I'll call it like a dogwood, maybe? I froze on my computer. I need my computer to see my comments since I can't see them all the time on here. And you know, when you go like into Michael's and that, dig around because you can find some, you know, pretty flowers for a great price instead of spending like, you know, $10. Like these were $2.99, and I'm sure I probably bought them on sale, you know, to boot. So keep that in mind when you go shopping. Dig in those buckets. Dig. Oh look, I went all the way back to the beginning of my comments. Scroll down. I missed you. There we go. I don't know where I want to put this. If I want to do it here, I think I want to do it like here to give it a nice bunch right here. I think I'm going to add another one of those down there first. Oh, there's the bigger cabbage one. I like this look one. This is cute. Let's move those up. So see, look at that. I know, isn't it? You just got to dig. So where these being spread out, it kind of looks, you know, spraggly like. So if you push them up, just the difference of making it nice and full like that, you can move it up a little bit, but it makes a big difference in how your flowers actually are. And I like those tucked in there. Get in there. I came out the side, so I'm reworking it. There we go. Rebend it up. Okay. I think I'm going to cut these really short, these tails. We'll see when we get to the end. See, I keep fluffing the bow. I gotta walk away from the bow right now because I'm gonna mess it up a half a dozen times. I keep pulling the glue strings off, and I'm like, they'll come off later, Carolynne. I can pull them off later. So we do need, let's put those white ones in there. I have already learned my lesson about calling out the names of flowers. Sherry, I have too. At our last ladies' meeting, they were holding up flowers to see if we knew what they were. Well, I thought I knew. Yep, ouch. Listen, you know, is it the Fiska, whatever you call those ones, silly leaves that I can never to this day, I'll probably never ever be able to pronounce them. I mess them up all the time, every single time. And I get schooled on it, you know, in a fun way. But it's, I always laugh at myself, so I give up. I just say, hey, this pretty flower works for me. Oh, I think that's pretty in there. Put some of these in here. Now, there's always that rule of thumb. Never put things in groups of, you know, even numbers. Kind of stay with the odd number thing, the triangle method, and this and that. I do it as I like it, y'all. I'm pulling these leaves off. Only, well, I may not appear because where I'm going to put it. But this one had a lot of stuff down there. So I made the executive decision to pull those leaves off. That particular one. Fine. No, see? You guys are going to tell. Look at, you wrote focus. Barb. I can't spell it and I can't say it, and I'm not going to give into it. I just can't. So I just kind of say, you know, these pretty leaves that everybody uses, including me, I like. What I was saying fuchsia in the beginnings, and then I don't know where my mind goes with those flowers. But these kind of remind me, for me, here where I live in Virginia, these kind of remind me of dogwoods. But in other states, maybe it's a different flower. I don't know. Stuart, we got some greenery. We need some greenery and something up here. Now these might be too white, so you can go back in the box. I do have some more of these guys. I do like these guys in there though. I do. Maybe I have to find some more. But wait till everything goes on sale, because it's almost like I look at Hobby Lobby, they have their flowers on sale. And when theirs goes off, Michael's puts them on, you know. So somebody always has flowers on sale. So wait till they go on sale and go 50 or 60% off. Save you guys some money, you know. You know? Put you over there. I really do like these flowers. They're pretty. Purdy. Purdy, purdy, purdy. And like I said, I'm bending all my flowers so they're facing out. They're not laying flat. So that you can see the flower. I didn't want to see the back of the leaf. It drives me crazy. I want to see my flowers. Ugh. What Cobweb City. I know. See, now here's the deal. If you're a business person, get your tax exempt so that when you go in, you're going to save on taxes. Then if it's a 40 or whatever % off coupon, wait, because Michael's just had, was it 25% off for your entire purchase plus sale items? So those are coupons that they come out, I would say at least once a month. It almost seems like, or sometimes they'll do 50% off, you know, whatever, regular items. So use those coupons, and they do competitive. So let's say, well, Hobby Lobby always has a 40% off, and Michael's does. They always have that all the time. So you're not going to, you know, if you need one item, go in one at a time, you know, kind of thing. But wait for things to go on sale, or use those coupons the best you can. Go online. Maybe you'll find something too. I think I need one right here. I need one right there. Let's see which way I want to turn it. That way. Meaning, the reason why I'm saying turning it is because where that leaf is on here. Ooh, I should have happy fingers on, because that was a big glue thing on my finger. Ah, that hurt. Jeez Louise. Oh, that's a nice big one too. That one's more fuller. That looks pretty. And again, don't worry about the tail. See, I'll do it. Oh, stop fluffing the bow, Carolynne. Oh. What do you guys think so far? Do you like it? See, I'll move the tail, and I know right in here I have nothing. I don't know if I want to put gourds in yet. I'm just not ready for gourds, even though it's a fall wreath. I got some of these. I don't know. I wish they put names on these. Who knows what it says? Summer. Ugh. These little doodads are cute. You like it? I think it's cute. It's a cute little, I was going to say rose, little bush. Oh, so I have to tell you, the guys that are working upstairs today, like I said, the two main guys that are working now, they're both pastors, and they bring, I'll use the word students that come home from college to work with them. So they don't really do much, those guys, per se, but I come in, when he comes in, I go upstairs and, just say hi, and stuff. And he has a big thing like this, and he's like pulling it out of a box, setting it up and off to the, one of our dressers. And I said, "Is that a speaker?" He goes, "Yeah, my wife gave it to me." And I say, "Oh, like, are we working or listening to music today?" So I don't mind. They listen to all Christian music. This is like stuck together, which is fine. It's better than listening to, I don't know, languages I don't understand kind of music. And we were outside with Cassidy, and we come inside because I told him, I said, we're going to be outside for a while because she's going in the pool and stuff, be in the backyard if you need me. And I come inside. I felt I was at a rock concert. The music was so loud, and they had the door closed, but everything kind of echoes down the staircase, and it was going. I was like, so I got some bottled water to bring it up to them, and I go in, and I'm standing in there, and they didn't see me because they had their back to me, and all of a sudden the one starts saying, "Oh, thanks," and he goes, "Is that music too loud?" He's yelling, and I was like, "I can't hear you. I'm at the rock concert right now." And he goes, "Is it too loud?" We're like yelling at each other, and I was like, "It's okay. It's okay." I said, "It's fine." And I just said, "I'm just going back outside." It was very loud, very loud. The grapevine, I think it was 15 or 16. I think it was 16. Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it was actually about 12 and a half. But I figured once it's done, well, this way it measures like 13. So let's say 13. That's where you get the wonky sides. Yeah, about 13. So I figured when it's all done, it would probably be close to 18 inches. 17, 18 inches, give or take. These are cute little boogers. Oh, I gotta stop using that word. As long as they keep moving, I don't care. But it's a little Boss speaker. It was about this high. And I just thought, really? And I was like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Just keep going. Keep on swimming. As long as they're moving and they're doing their job, I could care less what kind of music, as long as it's not something that's yelling out curse words, So this I knew wasn't going to have any curse words in it. So that's why I was like, you're good. You're good. And, it's nice to hear it, too. Do I have 2 of these bushes? Okay. I want to make sure I had 2 of these before I use all up on one. And it wasn't that bad. Actually, the one time Carrie Underwood came on saying "Jesus Take the Wheel," was singing that, and I went, "Hey, I know that song." I didn't know any of the others, but I knew that one. So it like I said, didn't bother us. We just kind of went with the flow. Went with the flow. Oh, Sally. Yeah, that would be funny if I heard the feet. I did hear a lot of the saw music, the saw going tonight, today, and that was just like, you know, and then and then it stopped, and I'm like, good, you know, that kind of like makes your fingers cringe, you know, that sound like that, and I'm just like, but I just kind of say, it's work, they're working, so that's all I care about, they're working. Just get it done. Just get it done. That's all I care about. Get it done. Those little guys look cute in there. And these are good. You know, sometimes it's not all about the really big flowers. You get some of these smaller ones, and they're good for like little fillers in places. Stick them in. Make sure it's not coming out the other side. And if you do come out the other side, just make sure you go and you snip it. You know, so that it's not digging into anybody's wall or nobody's going to get hurt from it, you know, kind of thing. So, but really try not to go out of your... I need one right in here. There we go. Just trying to figure out where the grapevine was. I just like this. I like this netting. I don't know where I got that. I don't even know where I put it. I think I got this at the end of the fall time from Michael's. And that's this. And sometimes, you know, you have to, and I have a dark brown of it too. I wanted to look to see so I can let you know. Most of this came from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, the ribbons. So they do have good ribbons. You have to find it, you know. I listen to K-Love on the radio, and they have really peppy Christy. Okay, I listen to country, and if I get bored listening to country, then I'll do something like, you know, whatever, you know, soft rock or something like that is on the radio. Wait, I gotta turn it my way for a second. All right, so I see right here. And I know, see right here. So let's get some, we're going to stick some greenery going in there. Here's all my leaves. Hold on, you guys. Okay, hold on, Sally. Oh my God, is that better? Yay! I got it. Thumbs up. Give me some smiley faces, hearts. Oh. Okay, so here's the thing. Facebook messing up, I can't do that. But I did notice on my phone, it said low battery. I'm like, but my phone is plugged into an extension cord, which is plugged into the wall. I'm like, I don't get it. So my computer is doing okay saying it's charging. So why isn't my phone charging? Hold on. Unless it got tangled up here. Hold on. Nope. Oh, you guys got a side view of my mess over there. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, good God. We good? Okay. Yay! Back in business. All right. I don't even know where I was. I was putting... There we go. Let me look at it this way so I can see. So what I see, I need something here and I need something here right now as far as flowers go. So maybe I want something a little bit bigger. Got some more of those Cabbage Patchy things. Oh. Oh gosh. I hate it when you stick things in and it winds up going in between the other one. I don't know. Let's see how this looks. Let's just cut one off and see. I'm glad it's okay. I don't know what's going on. I just hope my battery isn't going low. Let me switch plugs. Hold on. Now that I think about it. It's going to be jiggly. I'm sorry. Running. I don't know why. Maybe it's my extension cord there. Okay. I'm not touching it anymore. What was I doing? I cut something. Here we go. I want these tall, stringy things on it. Oops. Oh, good God. There we go. What did I do with that thing? There it is. So these I thought were cute too. Oh, no. Not happening. Too small and not what I thought it would be. Back in the box. And this is another one. This one is another Hobby Lobby find. This was $7.99 on sale for $1.99. I'll tell you, you can find some bargains. No, I don't like that. I like that. I love it when I have a plethora of flowers to choose from. Ooh. Now these are daisies. Let's see. Let's play, ladies. Hey, Carol. Hey, Margarita. How are you? Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yay. Hey, Nancy. How are you? We're playing in the Flowerland today. I don't know. Do you guys like that one? Tell me yes or no. It's a sunflower. It's like a burnt sunflower. What do you guys think? I see thumbs up. You like that one? Do you like it there? It does fill in that hole right there, that gap. Debbie says no. Too big? I have some of these little thingamabobs. No, got it. 2 no's, done. Not going in. These are kind of cute. I know, I'm sticking my head in front. See, my computer's frozen. They don't even see me on the computer. Oh, this is a fun night. Ooh. There I am, I'm back. This is, now all the comments, this is so, okay, there we go. Janet, Barb, Janet, okay, oh, good. Yeah, that big one's too big, Sally. I'm not going to use that big one, although I do like the color. All right, so this one's a thumbs up. I think that looks cute, just tucked in there. My clippers. Clippers. Sorry guys about the power thing there. Don't have a reason for you. Just you know, Facebook. Yeah, that looks nice tucked right in there. I don't know how many times I will fix this bow tonight. Before I'm done with this. Yeah, it's just nestled in there. Alright, let me look at it my way so I can see. I think these are sticking out too much. Do you think so? Oh! I really put that on cockeyed. And see? Actually, that came out more. I actually do like it coming more over. It kind of encases that a little bit. Let's put our sign on so I don't go too far with this. I'm going to get my handy dandy scissors out here. Now what I like to do is I try to pull these staples out. This one's a wonky staple, so that should be easy. I wasn't sure which sign I was going to use. Oops. And then I'll try to pull out the cord. I just don't like to leave it. I don't mind if I leave the staples in there, and I'll hammer them in. But I just don't like leaving the cord in there. That's just a me thing. There we go. Just because I think it looks tacky like that. Some people will put their business cards on the back. I'm just not one of those people. Because if you ever look from it from behind, you know, you're going to see a business card. Getting the hammer out. Prepare. Here we go. Done. Okay. So we're going to put this here. I don't want it to wallow, so we're going to use pipe cleaners on it. I'm going to use staples because this is thick enough. I'm trying to see if I could get 3 points. Maybe 1, 2. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take it so I can see. If I can get 1, 2. Tilt it out, tilt it out. So I'll probably get 2 points on there. So I'll just do the middle. Okay, that works for me. If your dogs don't like this, here it comes, all right? Just warning you. I'm going to fold it in half and use this because this is a very thin one, and I'm going to thread it through and tie it from behind. So I can do it like this. I'm going to put it on the board without dropping it. Find my center up top and a staple. And I like to put 2 staples in. Again, that's a me thing. Some people will put just 1 in. That's fine. It's up to you. Oops. Am I missing? God, look at all those comments a minute. Hey, Kate. Hey, Kathy, rather. Yeah, I'm going to put another one up top, Sally. God, my thing didn't move. Over the dogwood for the orange one. Right here. Sally, is this where you're talking about right there? Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Donna. Did I miss you? I'm so sorry. My thing didn't go down, my comments. If it's not one thing, it's another. So if I miss comments, hey, just say it again. Yell at me. Don't yell. Hey, like and share the page, you guys. We're going to take advantage of all those words. You guys can't write the word share, but write the word bless down there if you have. Here comes the hammer again. And you guys type in whatever you want. Okay. So, guys, what I'll do is I'll move this so you can see me doing this on the desk here. Let me put the stapler away. I'm not going to need that. Let me get rid of some of this junk here so we have some space. So you guys, I'm going to angle you guys down. I gotta wait and see where you guys come out on the camera. That's not too bad. Oops, maybe a little bit more. Hopefully that worked. So I'm going to do it so it angles the words, angle out. I didn't want to angle it in, angle it out. So I'm going to turn it towards me so I can see where I want to put this. I do like how it's coming out though. Alright, so we'll mark right here. I'm going to stick my pliers through so I can just pull it through. Make my life easier. Pull it through. There's one. And let's get the other one. Two. Just pull it through. Now I'll get the bottom. You know, I don't even know where I got these, Sally. Thanks, Heather. Hey, Krista. I don't know where I literally bought these little gizmos. I don't know. You know, you buy things and then you try to remember where you bought them. But I did for the signs. I looked today before I took off the things. And they were Hobby Lobby signs from last year. So I just wanted some little ones to do some little wreaths. Because sometimes people don't, you know, depending where they live. Maybe they live in an apartment and they can't have like a big wreath on their door or something like that. And these little ones might work, you know, for them. Or they just have a little window. If they're in a, you know, nursing home or retirement home or something like that. Sometimes these little ones work good for them to put on their doors or windows or in their room somewhere. Okay. So see, I got it pulled through. Sorry if you really couldn't see that. Look, I zoomed it all the way down here and I'm holding it up on my thing. Oh, Carolynne. So I pulled them through, okay? And I'm just going to twist it a few times. Make it nice and tight. And I'm going to zoom you guys back up here. See if that's where we need to be. A little bit higher. I need to get a Mevo. I need to have a GoFundMe page for Mevo. Window on each side of the window so you can, yes. Sally, you can, everybody thinks it just has to go on a door. You could put it in a bathroom on a wall. You can put it on an entryway if you have a table or something like that. Even put it on a little wreath stand, a little easel if you want to. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a front door. You can put it on the wall on sconces or something next to it, a little group of pictures, and you can make it your wall that you change out all the time. Like if your entryway, you want to do a little thing with the wreath and put some pictures or something around it, or if it's on a table and you change it out for the seasons, you can do that too. Everybody thinks just wreaths are, hey, you got to put it on a door. Think outside the box. If you want to put it somewhere, like I have a walkway here, you know, and I used to put a wreath going across there, like a rectangle, like kind of swag kind of thing. Now I have my little houses up there, my little things of places we've lived. Or over a mirror in a dining room. Do a swag, yeah, and over that, and you put it over and it kind of covers over on the top of it. Now what I'm going to do with these, hopefully you can see, I'm going to take these and I twisted them all the way to the end. I cut it off because I don't need all that. And I'm going to tuck it back in here. I could probably make this a little shorter. And the reason for that, again, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want it to scratch up their door or wall. And I'll take a little bit of glue and I'm going to do that. But I'm going to do that at the end, only because I'm putting it back on this wreath stand here, and I don't want the glue to stick to the wreath stand. So I kind of bend it down and just kind of tuck it back in there. And I'll do the same with the bow, but I'm going to leave the bow for right now. Okay. I think that's coming out cute, y'all. Let me pull these through here. There we go. And see how it looks to you guys. That's my front view picture. Sure, but a lot of people don't put it in a bay window and have a big one. Yeah, you can put it over your bed. Put it wherever. You have a dresser, put it over your dresser. If you don't have a mirror on, you want a little something over your dresser. You have a little cork where you sit, a little nook where you sit in your bedroom. Put it there. You can put it anywhere. You know, just thank you, Sally. So, you know, just think, if you like the wreath, buy the wreath, and you will find a place for it. Now, I do have this on my Etsy shop. It has a green thing that says NonnasNuttykrafts on it, and it is on there. So if anybody does want this, it's there. Grab it when you see it, because I think my price is probably a little bit lower than what, now with adding all the flowers. And I got to put that flower up here. I didn't forget, Sally. I got it right here. I didn't forget about that orange one. Right up there. I almost did. I will say I almost did, Sally. There we go. Whew. More string. I have no belts, so my pants keep falling down, which you can say is a good thing. But they keep falling down because all my belts are packed away and I don't know which one it's in. I don't know. Should I add the little gourds in there? What do you guys think? I have some sparkly ones. Hold on. Hold on. See, this is what. Oh, that's right. So you walk around your craft room and you find things like, oh, you know what, hang on. Hold on, I'll come back through. A couple for the fall. Yeah, I have, these are orangey ones, sparkly ones, because I thought with the sparkle on here. Now, this is why you would save all your little stemmy things, because if you don't have anything, this is styrofoam. And you can just take your glue gun, put a hole through it, put this through it, and it will be through. Just maybe a couple. So right there, put one right there. Just kind of fill that one in. I have different sizes. I have little ones. But I picked out these. These are like more Halloween-y. Definitely for Halloween. Maybe stick one right in here. Okay, we know that one. So let's do this. See if I could do it with just the glue. Oh, went in really good. I just put a little glue on that. See, I've made a pick. See how long I have to make the pick. That'll probably be about a good size. Oh, oh no! Oh, thank God it didn't go in the glue pot all the way. Kind of laid on top. That wouldn't have been fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some leaves behind you here like that. Oh, I like them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I try, y'all. I try. It's like you have a vision in your head, and then you start creating it, and it's like, ooh, and then it takes you a whole nother different direction sometimes. Thanks, guys. Maybe this one down here. All right, here's the question. In here or here? So say inside or outside? You guys tell me. Maybe if I look on the thing here, I can see too. Because I can't tell. Tell me, inside or outside? I'm looking on the thing to see. I could put 3. I could put one here, and I can also put one down here. Oop. Now it went into the trash can. Outside, outside. Who's crying? Why is there a sad face? No sad faces. Below the ribbon. Ooh, right here. Hey Pam, how are you today? I could stick one here, because there is a little spot here. I could stick one, and I could stick one here. You think right here, below the ribbon? It's a big leaf. I could probably just stick it on there. Don't want to do that though, because I don't want it to fall off. Okay, got it. Let me get some of my little sticky doos. See, I got to find a little box, but I save all those little stemmy things because, got it. This is the reason. I didn't have any leftovers from this project yet. And you make your own little things. Stick it in the glue pot. This one I can just stick in the glue pot and just push it in. It works. Oh, that one had a stem on it. Oh, no. I keep dropping them in the pot. Oh yeah, that looks nice right there. It just kind of fills in that spot right there. And put one down in here. And see where the wreath is. Where's the wreath? Okay, we'll get it. We'll find it. We'll find it. It's hide and seek. Let me see how it looks on here. It's weird one because I can't see. Oh, I gotta stand this way. Hold on. I gotta stand this way and look. Oh, I do like them in there. Do you think one right up here though? Should I put one like right here? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I'm waiting for comments to come up on this one, and I'm like, duh. I don't know how to get these comments to stay up here. So one more. Is that a yep, yep, yep? Do I have one more? Oh, I do. Now all I have is baby ones left. This one stem is a little bit longer than the others, so I'm going to just trim it down. And let's build a pick. I think I'm going to stick the pumpkin in there. I got more flowers. We can stick flowers from here to yin yang. I'm looking on here to see, because where this big leaf is here, I think I need a flower like right in here. Oop, get in there. But there's like nothing right here, and I think don't touch the glue. Good golly. Cool. Look, that's a big thumbs up, Sally. Sally, I'll tell you what, Sally's been working on her business page, and of course, good old ManyChat, Facebook denied her. You know how that goes. But I still think I think it's down here. Let me look. I think it needs right here a flower because there's all these leaves right here or something. I got leaves here. Maybe some more little sunflowers there. I feel it needs something right in here. And maybe right there. Let's put some more of these little thingamajigs. See, I'm going to call them thingamajigs now since I'm terrible at the names of flowers. Thingamajigs. Let's push these up. And these are smaller ones, so it may just be a little small one that we need in there. We'll see. Ooh. So Thursday is my granddaughter's last day of preschool. And I think it's next week she starts her summer camp. And it's at the same place. So I hope she likes that. Because she really enjoyed going to school, you know, this year. I mean, she's only a preschooler. So, but she really enjoyed it. And, you know, she was a kid like, hey, let me go. And I think it's because she had all her friends and stuff, you know, people, the kids to play with. I think is what it really is. So let me just trim some of these back because it's driving me crazy now. Since we don't need them as long. I really do like the sheer one. This is really pretty. It's very elegant looking. But that's just to me. Okay, getting there. It is. My girls liked going to the preschool. See, but okay, so back in the day, you really, you know, when my kids went, a lot of people, you know, either put them in preschool mostly because they worked. And I would work part-time. I gotta see which is my things here. And I didn't believe in preschool at first. So my girls didn't go till they were like 4, I think. And I don't think it hurt them because they were very smart, you know, in the long run. I don't mean that sound conceited or braggy or anything like that. And whereas my son was like, oh no, he bolted out the door, locked himself in the car like, no, I'm not going, I'm not going. And I think a lot of that had to do with the teacher. She wasn't a very friendly teacher. She would like sit up on a chair and not sit down with the kids, you know, and you know, and those are things I look at. And I would go in the class, there'd be no decorations in the class. And I said, well, can we make like a pumpkin or something, you know, for Halloween and maybe put it in the window? She goes, no, they can make it, but they're going to take it home. And I'm like, good God, lady. So I think that has something to do with it too. You have the right teachers. And I think she enjoyed her class. And that was the biggest part of it. Ooh. What's this? Go away. It's weird because on the thing you get people, if they're going live, it pops up on your thing, but now they're popping up where the comments are. And I'm like, no, I can't. My people are more important than seeing somebody else right now. All right. Let's fix this baby. Somewhat before I'll squish it all up again. Like I say, I do that all the time. Look, see that one? I'll curl back up there. So that's better. You can see the flowers a little bit better. I really do like this knitting one. I do so myself. All right, so where did I say I needed flower? I needed something here. I do like these. Maybe bring that up there. Do I have more of those? Ooh, these are a little bit different, but I can use these. Oops, whoops, oopsie, oopsie. These are a little bit, these have like a yellowy orangey color to it. I know, they do. It's like sometimes they don't, you know, some teachers are just not. Like when we moved up to Alaska, we had a teacher there, and she comes on my lives every now and then because she still lives in Alaska, and she was the best. Once we got into her class, she would have like a baby pool in there and put rice in it. I'm going to scoot around, y'all, so you're going to see my back for a little bit, sorry. And instead of sand, and the kids loved it. And she would still have all those little sand toys that you would play with out in the, you know, outside with, as well. But it was in rice. And I was like, who thinks of these things? I didn't. But, and she was just a really good teacher. She really was. Okay. So where did I say I needed another one? Okay, see, I lost my train of thought. I think down here, because there's a spot right down there. This has become a lot more fuller. That's why I literally thought I was going to be like halfway with this. Oops. But this is coming out more, which I don't mind. Except for when the glue gun hits your nails. God, can you see all the roots in my hair? That one can go that way. What do you guys think? Do we need something else anywhere? Let me look. No. Sally says no. Okay, Sally. I think we're pretty much done. Seriously. I'm just moving the leaves around a little bit. I think it is done, ladies and gentlemen. I like it how I have a little space up here. Now, you can design it how you want if you want it to come all the way down. It's a little space here, but it looks like it's coming up out of the flowers here. And my bow worked out great. So see, if you guys, you know, let's say you're sitting watching TV and you want a chill time, take some ribbon out, sit there and make some bows. Christmas is coming up. People like bows, whether it's for gifts, tree toppers and stuff. I got a whole list of different types of bows we're going to do to show you. Now, I showed you some of them, single bows and stuff like that, but tree toppers, whimsical bows. We're going to do a lot of things, and you don't see me work on the pro bow that much. Really, probably not at all. So we're going to be doing a lot of these like on the pro bow. And I'm going to do them live with you. So it would be like scary for me. Thanks, Kay. It is. The sign is the perfect size for this. It's just a small enough sign. The bow is big enough, not too small. Because see, these are the other two bows. Or the two bows. And you can see these are made for bigger wreaths. Where's the other one? Here it is. So these were the other ones that when I did, now I have them sticking over there and ribbons around them, so they're not fluffy. But this was the bigger one. This was kind of second. It was pretty much about the same size, but I chose this one because of all the glitter. I really wanted something a little bit more to pop on it. But I do have another small wreath like this. I could do the other one. Oh, that might be good because this has more of the brown in it. I don't want my Mickey ears to go. That took me many layers of paint to do. So this one has more of the brown in it. So that could be another wreath. And it's the same concept. And you can, it's kind of like productive line. So you can do the same flowers again. Just change the bow out. And here's the new sign. So if you need to make, you know, more than one thing with the holidays coming up, so think of something like that. You can, you know, put quantity on it. Like I always have my military wreaths up there, and I have them here, and I can whip them out, you know, within a day and have it shipped out by the next day. I mean, I do have some on hand, but it's going to be the same way. I make them the same way all the time, so it makes it easier on me, but it also makes it quicker if I need to get something out to somebody. Where am I going to put you guys? Put you guys over here for now. So, I think that came out pretty nice, you guys. So we're going to stop with that right there. And I'll be fluffing the bow. Oh, I said I was going to put the dabs of glue on the back, so let me show you that before I cut the bow. Let me cut the bow one too. Which way did I twist this? This way. Yep. So I'll do the same thing with the bow. I'm going to twist it. See, I want to fix my bow from back here. And I'm making sure, I'm also looking, did I go through by accident anywhere? No, that's a twig. But I'll still cut that off. That's a twig, because I don't want it sticking out. And none of my sticks came out any funky way, which is good. So again, cut that off. Those little pieces of that, the pipe stem I will keep, because I can use them on maybe some other little wreath that I need to do. And I have my glue gun ready. So all I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue going across on there to hold it in place. And the glue won't scratch, you know, anything. That kind of actually makes it like a little bit of a pad for that matter. Oops. And then the last thing that I'll wind up putting on is the jute wire. This is a wire in here. It's heavy gauged. I don't recommend putting on a, you know, chenille stem or pipe cleaner. Ow! Don't put your hand on the glue. Oh, that one burned. Jeez. Holy moly guacamole. Ouch. Ouch. Mother goldfish and tacos. God, that hurt. Well, that would probably be a burn. Oh well. Oh, it's stinging. Oh well, there was glue right there, and when I put it, I put my palm of my hand right on it. Oh. Anyway, so I don't recommend using the chenille pipe stem to hold it. Even though this is pretty light, the grapevine stems get pretty heavy, and that's why this is good with the wire, because with the chenille stems or the pipe cleaners, it's a thin wire in there with just some fuzzy stuff around it. I know, I need happy hands. I didn't use my happy fingers today. I do have happy hands. I do. My daughters gave it to me for Christmas. They're actually gloves you put on, and they're, oh, I have to get them out. I have to find them. Anyway, all right, that's enough where I can put it around there for now and just stick it out. And then I'll put that on there. Well, you got to see some excitement today. But, and I may cut this back a little bit more. I'll look at it. Just rearrange it. Fluff it out. Ugh, I could do this all day. You know how we do. We're so perfectionist. Yeah, it laughs. What is that a picture of? Oh, yeah. I'm glad you're laughing, Sally. Have a little margarita, girlfriend. Burning. But anyway, so that's going to be it for tonight, ladies. I do have these others to work on. So I just got to tone up some loose ends with the people that they were doing it with. The Mickey Mouse, mini Mickey Mouse, and the big mother joke can that I'm going to do. And then we'll start doing that. I don't know, I'm doing a lot of flowers lately on my thing. And this I got at Michael's too. Half off. So, thank you for making Sally, it's always fun in the nut house. What can I say? All right. So you guys have a nice evening where I go put some ice on my hand. And I will see you guys next time at NonnasNuttykrafts. And you guys have a nice night. Bye.